Waiters, what's your honest opinion on tipping culture? When I was 18, I started working at a cafe, but at first I barely got any tips. And because I thought of myself as really pretty, my ego was bruised. So to get more tips, my clothes got skimpier and skimpier. I started wearing tighter leggings, tied my apron so hard I struggled to breathe, and bought tops that were 2 or even 3 sizes too small. I didn't even realize how bad it had gotten until I was getting catcalled multiple times on my way to work. And still, I didn't even care. I just wanted attention and money. But somehow I was still getting the same, very little amount of tips. One time, an old man came in and didn't even make eye contact with me because of how much he was staring at my features. And when his meal was done, he promised to leave a pretty thing like me a $30 tip. But when I came back from the bathroom, I saw that he had only given me $2. That was my breaking point. For the first time ever, I decided to talk to the other staff members. All of them told me they noticed the same thing, but didn't say anything because they were scared that they were just being bad waiters. After that, I started paying more attention at work. Whenever someone told me they'd tip me, I told them not to put it in the jar and to just hand it to me. On the first day of doing this, I pocketed over $100. I was packing up with my manager, Ava, at the end of the day when she checked the jar and said, "Hey, did you put your tips in the jar?" No. What? Do you know how little I make off of this shithole? Give me 60%. I refused and told her she didn't even do anything all day, so why should she get anything? And I guess she didn't expect me to stand up for myself, because she immediately stopped talking and silently walked to her car. Well, I figured that was enough to stop her from doing it again. So the next day, I went back to putting my tips in the tip jar. I forgot to say, we all have our own personal one with our name on it. It was very busy, and almost all of the male customers, aka walking money, were doing things that could easily be deemed as SA in a court of law. But lo and behold, at the end of the day, I had received a whopping $10. I was so angry that I almost started crying. I didn't put up with hours of people's BS for $10. And I was literally earning $4 an hour. So without my tips, I was pretty much a cafe volunteer. As the manager got in her car, I asked her what happened to the tips. You already know the answer to that. She smirked when she said that, and I looked away so she couldn't see the tears in my eyes. I'll tell the boss, I said, voice shaking. And instead of having any sort of empathy for my situation, or even just driving away, she blackmailed me. I have contact with every place in town. I can get you blacklisted, little girl. As she drove away, I sat on the sidewalk and just stared into space. And I don't know why I didn't just get a new job, but I didn't. I guess some part of me just hoped it would go away, but it didn't. So for the next few weeks, I continued getting paid $260 for 50 hours of work a week. She thought she held all the cards. She thought she had this perfect setup where a little girl like me could be bullied by a big and mighty Ava. But I'm stronger than I look, and she was about to learn that the hard way. I can't tell you what I did in this short video. The full story is on the channel, link below.